Hello? Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, hello. Okay, we're going to, well, play with the kitties. I need a moment to do some self-reflection. There's, I don't know. I don't know. This is kind of a spur moment thing. I'm trying to think of who I am, how I want to live my life, who do I want to be in my life. We'll run a 3-minute ad, but I can keep talking. Nothing important. That is things about. I need to open up about things like jealousy, relationships, the nature of being a streamer, and all the things that entail with that. And uh, I suppose I'll just be ranting about it. You can say that. Oh, I need to grab the kitty treats. Let's have them. Oh, Astra, you're so cute. Okay, I guess I'll start with the streamer thing. Is that being a streamer is a situation where you put yourself out there publicly to, whoever is online. Anybody can stream, anybody can show up. And there are things that I enjoy about it, and also many things that I don't like about it. And I don't. I just want to spend some time just opening up about it. I don't know. For me, talking about things out loud tends to help me out in processing, because I know for me, I have a tendency to internally mull things over, and I always reach kind of bad conclusions that don't really do me well, to say. And but I don't know. But there's also things where there are things that I don't like about it all that really do have a basis, and I don't think I am overreacting to it. In fact, I don't know. Being online is kind of being online and having a public face is scary a lot of the times. And my experiences with the negative sides have been not too bad. Reflecting, but I don't know. It just gets kind of frustrating when it does happen. Oh, beauty. Yeah. I'll need to spend some time reflecting. How much of these how much of these negative emotions is just me overreacting? How much of it is how much of it is mm, has some basis in certain boundaries that I want to set for myself and how things go online. Hmm. Well, no. I think I do know that with this kind of thing, you just kind of wing it, kind of take some precautions, but also take some precautions, but something you mostly deal with as it comes.
Hello there.
Hello there. Oh, hello, Xanatam. How are you doing? Mistra's in a box right now. Oh, and she's out of the box. Yeah, I was thinking of just ranting today about, I don't know, life, self reflection, because I've been having a tough time lately, Xanatam, and I just need to think about it. Oh. And I've been mulling it over internally, but it's. Mulling over internally has only done me. It's led me to a certain place that I don't think is getting me. I love rants. Pretty good. Glad to hear that, Xanatam. I'm glad you're doing well. I don't know. How do I explain it? I don't want to give too many details because it is a personal matter. But at the same time, I'm just feeling, I don't know, overwhelmed, frustrated. I'm getting a bit angry, you know? And like, I'm of the. At my age, I used to be an angry person because I lived. Growing up, I had angry parents, who expressed their angers in very bad ways, like physical, yelling, and they also had a tendency to let things stew until they explode, and I'm very much like that too. I've grown out of the physical nature of being angry. And if you're the chillest person I know, I try to be. I can't promise that I do get angry. I did have a tendency in the past to lash out in ways that I think I do regret. And I am in a situation that is getting me angry now. Trying to figure out how to process it. Ooh, 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 ooh. It has to do with part of it's being a streamer, kind of a public figure, dealing with people online. It's also like relationships with another streamer about things that I dislike about that. Being that public persona. And also, I don't know. At what level do I let things that make me uncomfortable slide? What level do I put my foot down and say, like, no, that's not acceptable? And what do I do about when that that conflict results in just something kind of bitterness that I feel? Yeah, I don't know. Guess I just need to talk about it. And I know I'm doing it publicly, but with, it's just you and me, Zeratan. Yeah, but I'm gonna do my best to not put too many details because I'm a fairly private person. Fairly private. I mean, I'm a streamer, so there's a level of me that's out there. Yeah, I'm just trying to think about it. I suppose, and also, I don't know. Also, relationships. Relationships are hard sometimes, and then add in the fact that add in relationships with also other public personas, other streamers. Um, with things getting awkward, they have fans, they have their community, and they also have, and they're always putting their info and our private lives out there. It gets it's what's the word? How do I explain? I don't know. I guess it's a thing where things are overshared. And I things are being overshared and I want it to stop. But it's not really stopping. And I want to part of me is like, oh, I want to cut the relationship. I don't know. How do I deal with that? Mistral. Oh, by the way, I took the B2 language exam a few weeks ago. Oh, really? B2 language exam. What is... Let me look that up. I'm not sure what that is, but... But good job, Zeratem. And knowing you, I'm sure you did well. B2 language. Upper intermediate level of language proficiency. You interact with... Oh, let's go! A user can interact with native speakers with reasonable fluency and spontaneity. Oh, I'm sure you did great. I don't doubt that you did great, Zeratem. As far as I can tell, you are completely fluent. Which language were you taking the exam on? Because if it's English, I think you're fine. I'd be more surprised if you didn't pass, in my opinion. Yeah, the almighty English language. It's funny how much English is everywhere. English is a very odd language, don't you think? Because it's a language that's took from many different cultures. And so there's no standard way to pronounce certain words. Like the and the. The and the. They're spelled exactly the same, just the context of the word changes the pronunciation, which makes no sense. There's pretty much no way for there's almost no way for non-native speakers to do that. In fact, when I was a kid, I was having an existential crisis because I didn't know how to spell the. So I would go up to my parents. They didn't know because they're not native English speakers. I went up to my sisters, asked them, "How do you spell the?" And they're like, "The." I'm like, and then I said, "That's how you spell the," but I didn't want the because that's how I hear it. Hear people say. I was stuck on that for hours to the point where I'm just like in my room crying, trying to finish my homework. Because I couldn't figure it out. And there's nobody to help me. Yeah, the and the. Like, I don't know why I was so caught up on that. And English is full of situations like that where it's spelled the exact same way, pronounced differently. It's very odd. There's like silent letters in one case, but then the is not silent in another. Even though the spellings are so ridiculously similar, it's a very odd language. You know. uh, and I realized that the English language really is just winging it all the time. It's just a language that's constantly evolving, and that it just picks up certain things from different languages because it's kind of a melting pot of a language. And that's fine, you know. Nothing wrong with that. But it does make it awkward. What else? Let's see. It's really similar in Hungarian. I think it's similar in all. I think there's going to be a lot of similarities with most languages. Because, like, language is a way it means to communicate with each other, and if people meet who originally speak different languages and these cultures mix, like borders are kind of an imaginary thing. There's always going to be an intermingling with people who speak different languages. And so someone who pronounces, like, how do you say, like, in English, an eggplant is a eggplant. In Europe, it's called an aubergine. And when these two groups will meet, eventually, like, sometimes they'll just come up with a different nickname that's in between these things. And that's a pretty normal use of language, and whatever word that comes out of that is going to be a perfectly normal and legitimate way to describe something. Because that's what language is. Language is ever evolving and adapting, because language is the way that humans communicate with each other. In Hungarian, the use of articles a and az depends on whether the noun they're used with begins with a consonant or a vowel. If the word begins with a consonant, we use a. For example, ahaz, afa. If a word begins with a vowel, you use as alma, as egg. Really? Yeah. At least that's okay. So that's one of the rules, right? Are there words that break the rules? Because in English, we have those rules, but there's always words that break those rules constantly. let me look up one. Weird English language rules. So there's I before E rule. Like they tried to teach this in school. I before E. But then what about the word neighbor, way? And then what about, and so there's science, there is silent letters. What else? I before E except after C, unless it sounds like an A, like in neighbor and way. And so, like, the rule, there's more exceptions to the rule than makes sense. And you know what's crazy? So there is a thing in America that I just found out about, that when America became a country, they wanted to differentiate themselves from their homeland, Britain. And so they made a concerted effort to distinguish themselves from the British English. And so they started spelling and pronouncing things ever so slightly different in an American way. Just because they wanted to show that they're different. And now that when that happened, there became a very odd. Now there's very odd ways that to spell things and pronounce things that would be what's the word, like proper English, like the word color. So the Americans smell it color, COLOR. The original British way to spell it is color with a U, COLOUR. Both are legitimate ways to spell color. And so when you talk, and so I have a habit of spelling it both ways sometimes, and I get confused. And the reality is, both are legitimate ways to spell it. In fact, the reason why the American way exists is because of the the reason why the American way exists is because of our history in the past, when the Americans had a concerted effort to differentiate themselves from their previous British rule. Oh, you're so cute, Astra. Yeah, color. Yeah, color, and just color. In what world does COLOR is pronounced color? Like, if you go by, if you look at color and didn't know that you pronounce it that way, you would call it color, color, colo, color, or you can even pronounce it collar. That's if you pronounce it, if you pronounce it using another word as a reference, that's a pretty legitimate way to pronounce it. isn't it? How about when you say color, colon, you just replace the R with an N and it's completely different. Color, colon. In what world does that make sense? And it doesn't. Well, there's no real logic to it because language is ever adapting. Language is even the Merriam-Webster dictionary. They actively just add whatever words that people they add whatever words that people just commonly use to describe things. It's like even modern slang. After about 5 or 10 years, if they still use those words to describe things, it's gonna go in the dictionary because that's how it works. And I know that as older people, we like to make fun of younger slang, but if that stuff sticks around, it's eventually gonna go in the dictionary. Oh my god, why are you so cute? Good Nyan Nyan. Good Nyan Nyan, my darling. But yeah, isn't that weird? It's a weird thing to think about. And while those are the elements of the English language, I watched a comedian that was making the same kind of they're picking fun at the same thing of the Japanese language. Every language has these little quirks and oddities. We have a few words that could sound a little bit strange for an English speaking person. Yeah. I know that there is a Chinese word that sounds very similar to a slur in English that I will not say. And it's just there's also a Korean word that sounds like it, and there's this thing that we gotta understand that different languages don't have those negative connotations. I don't even know if I'm using that word right. When they say that sequence of mouth movements, like kanal, which means wooden spoon. Its prima present name is FAR. Oh man. Or the word pusti, which means kiss. Oh my. If you're not, you, how do I, how do I say? They're kind of one in certain cases they mean one. They're pretty related, is what I'll say. High five, kitty. And it's literally pronounced as a woman's special place. Oh my. Yeah. It's gonna be weird. Like, I think there's always going to be weird things like that. I'm sure there's English words that when I say it, it means a totally different thing in another language. I bet there's an English word that sounds exactly like a bad word in another language. you kitties are so cute. Look at them high-fiving me. Alright, both of you have been staring for a while. Let's see you both get a half. There you go. My sweet little babies. Hey, Bonky. Oh, hey, how you doing? The Chinese, Japanese, Korean, probably Korean. The word for you. Yeah! I think it's Korean. There's been a case where someone was offended when they went to go visit Korea. And the Korean man was just saying a perfectly normal phrase. And the American got really offended. It's not. That's honestly on the American's fault, in my opinion, because he should have been aware that, you know, the Korean language doesn't mean that. And hi, McFluffs. How you doing? Doing well? Need to feed the cats. Aww. How are P and Tiny? And look at this fur. I've been finding this fur around lately. I'm wondering why. Good trader Sprite for a bottle of water to bunk. Ooh. So I heard sodas in Europe and sodas in America are totally different. I heard Fanta. So Fanta in America is this kind of like artificial orange color. And Fanta in Europe, the orange soda, is kind of a paler yellow, which Americans find odd. But it's also, which is crazy to me. Like, why would we find the color of naturally occurring orange juice odd? And why do we like artificial coloring so much here as Americans? And I heard that, like, I'm pretty sure your Sprite has actual lemon lime in it. While Americans, they just put citric acid in the drink with a bunch of sugar. And so, like, it's very odd to me that as Americans, we're conditioned for that. There's this priority I noticed in America, in that Americans like things that look pretty over actual flavor and taste. Rest of the middle age event today with Bunk. Ooh, middle age event. That sounds fun. Middle age? Wait, like a medieval fair, or is it like a medieval? Or just a is it middle-aged people? Or is it a medieval fair? I don't know. I'm kind of curious. I got a new message on it. It smells like wood glue and paint. Oh, that sounds awful. Is it liquid? Our Sprite is lime and lemon. Oh man, I would love that. Yeah, I hate American sodas actually. I know that maybe I'll get some shit from Americans, but American sodas suck. It's just sugar and citric acid. You know, I prefer, for here we have to go buy Italian soda, which is soda with actual fruit juice in it. It tastes so much better. It's pretty crazy. I think Coca-Cola from the States tastes better than really? No way. So for my American taste, we like the Coke in a glass bottle with a red cap because that's made in Mexico. and that's made with actual cane sugar instead of corn syrup. So that's the one we like. Like almost most Americans prefer the Mexican version. No, it's pills. They just smell bad. Oh, what's in them? Middle Age festival thing. One that had Vikings clothes. You could paint shields, ride pony, buy stuff that's. But they had so little. We're gonna go to a bigger one. Let me show pictures. Oh yeah, yeah. The Middle Ages. Oh, that sounds really fun. I've never gone to one of those, but I've always dreamed of going. It sounds so fun. Did you two dress up too in the cosplay and wear time appropriate clothing? That's super fun. Oh, basically all soda are to the same standard. Oh, I see. You know what's crazy? I would probably prefer I do prefer European versions of soda when I can get it, because they often have like actual sugar, no preservatives for one. It's pretty crazy. I know sometimes things can taste better, but Americans, we're kind of shafted in terms of flavors and actual fresh food. Like I mentioned, our Sprite is just sugar, water, citric acid, and maybe like 10 extra preservatives. Preservatives of which are banned in Europe. And we just throw those stuff down the gullet every day. Mom. Oh, I have sodas sitting in the living room right now that I never drink. Should I bring a random soda and show you what the ingredient list is? Let's do that. It's crazy. Mystra. Can you... Alright, Mystra. I don't know how to keep this standing. Mystra! Scented pets? Ooh! Let me check. There's upside down Mister for a second. Okay, let me go grab a random soda and I'll show you the ingredients list too. Okay, I'm back. Ooh. Oh, it's beautiful. I love the hut with the grass on top as a roof. I've been seeing that a lot online lately, and I really like it. All right. The grass everywhere. I love the green grass. In California, it's really dry, so we don't get green grass. as often. I didn't dress up as looking for clothes, but there you have it. It's a new place they built up somewhere in the 1600s. Organization brought. Oh wow, that's pretty crazy. But it's nice that they're still hosting the event. All right, check this out. Okay, you can't. I don't know if you can read the actual. I don't think it'll focus. But we have water, carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, concentrated orange juice, citric acid, natural flavor. And here comes to preserve is sodium benzoate, caffeine, sodium citrate, gum arabic, erythorbic acid, calcium disodium EDTA, yellow 5. Like, half the ingredients on this thing is just random chemical names that, I mean, I know that some of them probably are pretty harmless. Like sodium citrate is probably fine. But I don't think the erythorbic acid and the sodium benzoate is going to be good for my health. Same with the yellow 5 and the calcium disodiate. This is a Mountain Dew. It's funny. I have Mountain Dew in my house. I don't think I've drunk a Mountain Dew in the last 10 years. Mystra, Astra. Astra.Mystra. And yeah, that's just the stuff we have in our soda. Mountain Dew is like one of the more chemically drinks, but still, like, that's something we drink. Looked over in Swedish ingredients, here's the list. Agua carbonata, sugar, let's see, acidonte aroma, including caffeine, antioxidants, colorant. Let's see, US Sprites is sugar acids, natural lemon. I mean, those are fine. How did you translate to Spanish? I don't know. Oh yeah. The auto mod's doing its weird thing. Don't worry about it. You're very creative with swearing. For instance, we have the saying, there's a son, a yon. Oh gosh. I don't think I should say it. I'm gonna pronounce it wrong too. Which roughly translates to get F by God's sulfuric stone-filled light. Oh my! How did that come to be? I'm so curious. Who said it first and how did everyone pick it up? That's such a poetic way to say get effed. I love it. I think if I'm gonna curse, that's what I want to say. I don't know, but he was an absolute legend. Seriously. The man's a poet. I wouldn't be surprised if this was like a literary genius. I can't even pronounce it. Part of me wants to learn how to pronounce it. So if I ever need to curse, I'll just say that. High five, Mystra. Mystra, up please. Mystra. Oh, good Nyan Nyan. Mr. Nyan Nyan. Mr. Nyan Nyan. Oh, that's very... Oh, you're so cute. I feel like saying cast a spell, summoning God's freak stone. I know, that's like what you would say to cast a spell. It should be in a movie where like some wizard just busts that out at the very end and light sulfuric filled lightning strikes down the big bad guy. Now I wish... Is there Swedish Hollywood? Like in Sweden? All spells are just cursing in different languages? You know? I don't see why that wouldn't be the case. There should be a Swedish Hollywood and holiday... Oh no, Swedish Hollywood. Like, make movies. Because I did watch a Swedish movie, Troll. I really liked it. Okay, I tried to like kind of write it in English pronunciation. That's pretty much impossible. Darn. Not like a Hollywood, but we got a lot of movies. Yeah. Yeah. Astra, do you want a treat? Astra's not in the mood for treats today, which is a surprise. And Astra, why is your fur coming off? Look at this. Astra, don't eat your fur. Oh. Is it just warm and you're shedding? Should I comb you more? Let's see, not any specific area that I know at least. We got what the hell it's called, YouTubers get reward. Hold on. Crystalline. Didn't you used to get a version of Wallander? Oh, maybe. I don't remember. I don't know why, but Americans have to remake every good foreign movie and Americanize it, and it's always worse. I just want to watch the original movie. Is a longer part. E, E. O is like the word but with just the first just I'm gonna get in so much trouble. If I try to say these words. Wallender's a Swedish crime movie series and made English version for other games. Oh, really? Oh, orc. Mystra. Do you want this? Mystra. High five. You're so cute, Mystra. Mystra, can I get a Nyan Nyan? Nyan Nyan, please. Oh, you're so cute. Nyan Nyan, please. You're so cute, Mystra. I saw a reflection. Then again, the sun is kind of overcast today. It's actually quite dark in here. It's like air, but I don't explain or pronounce it. It's one of those things where I just have to listen to it, right? Because there's no way to really write it out. O is island in Swedish. We have an island called Åland, which is directly translates to island island. Because why not? Åland. And my god, do we have a lot of these? O, U, O, U. I can't, I don't know. I don't have any reference to pronounce those things properly. Your way of sounding O sounds like an ah. O, U, O, I, O. Oh boy. How do I? Oh, Mystra. Your eye. You got Mystra has a little fur. You okay, Mystra? Does it bother you? Get it out of there. Okay. Here you go. Oh, looks and sounds perfectly normal to you. Sort of healthy even. Oh my. You got your buffalo sentence. We got no need to try and read. Starlet. I have no idea. It's like buffalo. And it's a legitimately grammatically correct sentence. It's great. I once read a description like buffalo the animal. Buffalo is like bowl over. Buffalo, you know, like animal buffalo in like Buffalo, Colorado or something like that. Buffalo. And it's legitimate. The Spanish ingredients, yeah. Scenting pets. Okay, let's listen to this.
O,
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 O, O. Here's some help. Oh, it sounds like a bad fighting scene. O, Good, Mystra. What a good girl you are. Oh, I think you might have. Yeah, you sent this to me. You did send this to me before. Or maybe if I ever
Hey,
learn
good people, how's
Hungarian.
it going? Welcome to the Hungarian Tutor YouTube channel. My name is Peter, and if you didn't like my ukulele chops, well, I'm a little bit hurt. Actually, I'm not. This is not about ukulele, this is about Hungarian, and my Hungarian is pretty tight. So, in today's lesson, I will teach you the of the Hungarian language. O,
Oh,
O,
oh,
A,
ah,
A, B.
buh. Oh, so you know English has these ways of pronouncing too, like about apple. You know, we have it too, but we don't have actual letters to and maybe that's why English, that's partly why English is such a confusing language. Yeah, here's a different letter. In English, it should be a different letter. Because, like, it doesn't really make sense otherwise.
B. C.
Sent another one.
C.
Uh.
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 Alright. Am I getting it right?
Ch.
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 D.
Mr. D.
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 Z.
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 Z. Mr. Z.
J. J.
J.
E.
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 F.
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 B.
G.
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 J.
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 H.
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 E.
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 Y.
Yeah.
Y.
Yeah. Yeah.
K.
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 H.
L.
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 Y.
Yeah.
Y.
Yeah.
M.
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 M. Like it's all learning.
N.
N.
N. Ñ.
Nya.
Ñ.
Nya.
O.
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 O. O. E.
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 P.
H.
P.
H.
Kv. Kv.
Kva.
R.
Ra.
R.
Ra.
Sh.
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 S.
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 Z.
T.
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 Q.
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 Ch. Ch.
U.
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 V.
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 V. It sounds the same.
X.
X. X.
E.
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 Z.
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 J.
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 If you find this video useful, please subscribe,
No.
rate, and comment.
Now I know how to pronounce all the Hungarian words. V and D. Va and V. Just like the same in English. Oh, like Vava. Va.
Obeserle EFG HJKLMNOP.
Oh my gosh.
Obeserle EFG HJKLMNOP.
I'm just gonna. Is that the full? Is that a? I don't know how to even copy the. If I tried to repeat what McFluff sent me, I would be. I'm just gonna sound like nonsense. Try ma ga m- ma ma ga zan zig magazines the gatalan ni lita that lens the gas. And if you find that easy, what? All right. How do you even pronounce? I mean, you can't unless you say it. What do those words mean? Oh, Astra. I can pronounce. I can't pronounce witchcraft. Astra. 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 There's just no way. Bonk say sh sound. Sh. Hi, Astra. I'm really glad that they come when I call them. But then again, I have to give them a treat, so. So, Meg, made for you. Oh, is it a profanity? Wait, jeez. Wait, it means profanities, or is it a profanity? Like, if you're angry at someone, do you just say that to them? Bonk say sh sound? Bonk voice, so it's not me. Oh my. Let's see.
7 sjuka sjömän sköttes av 7 sköna sjuksköterskor på det sjunkande skeppet Shanghai. Sju sjösjuka sjömän sköttes av 7 sköna sjuksköterskor på det sjunkande skeppet Shanghai.
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep up. That's a Swedish tongue twister. Something for your profanities. That's a swing. Oh, a tongue twister. There's no way I'll be able to. There's just no way I'll be able to repeat that. Astra. Astra. Wait, where'd she go? Astra. Hi. Hi, kitty. There you are. No. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, something means defragmented. What? You put. I don't know what that means. I sent a Swedish dialect on. Defragmentation.
Och idag så ska vi lära oss hur man pratar dalmål. Häng med här, några enkla ord och uttryck.
Det går inte.
Här går inte något.
Det blir inte bättre.
Här blir inte bättre.
Vill en debatt.
Spela bollen.
Spela bollen.
Falun.
Falun.
Ballon.
Klart.
Klart.
Klar.
Plocka.
Plocka. Ni hör att man måste slå fram tungan i gommen. Plocka. Klart. Prova gärna det hemma.
Buskul.
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 Ful.
Bull.
Valfri mittback i valfritt fotbollslag.
Göran Arnberg i Brage.
Sounds like your drunk father.
Dubbeldime.
En åttondel.
Harta, harta och harta här. Du ser, det är inte så svårt. Prova gärna det hemma.
Auto-translate to... English.
Och idag så ska vi lära oss hur man
Learn
pratar
how to speak
dalmål. Häng
Dhamma.
med här, några enkla ord och uttryck.
Join us for some simple words
Det
and
går
expressions.
inte.
Här går inte något.
They're
Det
going
blir inte bättre.
Här blir inte bättre.
Spela bollen.
Spela boll.
Spela bolla. Play the
Falun.
rhythm.
Falun.
Falun.
Klart.
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 Plocka.
Plocka. Ni hör att man måste slå fram tungan i gommen. Plocka. Klart.
Plocka.
Prova gärna det hemma.
Buskul.
Buskul.
Ful.
Ful.
The translate just
Valfri
translates
mittback i
to buskul.
valfritt fotbollslag.
Göran Arnberg i Brage.
Eric center back in a football team.
Dubbeldime.
Double down.
En
Means one
åttondel.
eighth.
Harta, harta och harta här. Ni ser, det är inte så svårt. Prova gärna det hemma.
Buskul full. Full is ugly. Oh no, that's me. Oh no. Hatta 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 hai is your favorite. Hatta 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 hai. Hatta 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 hai. Fool is like fool. Fool. Oh boy, I'm learning so much about languages today. Hutta hutta hutta. What does that mean? Hutta hutta hutta. Oh gosh. Imagine I'm saying something horrible. So I was watching like some bigger corporate streamers, and they mentioned that pronouncing things in chat without knowing what it means is a bad idea. But you know what? It's okay. I was just thinking about that. I don't think I'll be misled by all of you. Hutta hutta hutta. That's the Dalmal dialect way. No one else says it like that, and no one else would understand what they're talking about. Oh, really? We have something like that too. Like whatchamacallit, Cajun. Cajun French is like this mix between English and French, and like all these, like kind of it's a mix of like 3 cultures all in one place, and it's like Haitian or something like that, and it's and only really they would understand it. Uta means 8 part, like 1/8. You understand me, Bonk? Ah, she bit me. Ow. Wouldn't understand that. Oh. I've only heard of Cajun cookie. Oh, Bonky and McFluffs. If you ever get a chance, I don't know. I think in Louisiana. If you ever end up in Louisiana for some reason, you have to try Cajun food. It is delicious, spicy. You know, fried. Comes with all these different things like jambalaya. If you have a chance to try jambalaya, it is delicious, absolutely delectable. They do like this roux. So if you like risotto, but spicy with a lot of seafood and other stuff, you will like jambalaya. It's quite delectable. I've never had a proper jambalaya, but I love jambalaya, so I already know the legit version will be exactly what I like. Like me and McFluff grew up 45 minutes from each other, but our dialects are really different. Like a non-English speaker. Oh, really? I heard in Europe, traveling those distances is not as common, like as it is here in America. So I can see that happening. And America is car-centric, so going large distances is just normal. But without a car-centric world, I can see that happening. Can you please move to the side? And Dalmal is move your ass if you want to poop in the morning. Move your ass if you want to poop. To dra en aslet om du vill skita in more. I probably butchered the pronunciation, but I like that. I kind of like that. Next time I walk by someone, I'm just gonna say, move your ass if you want to poop in the morning. I'll just say it in English. This has the same sound as in the tongue twister. Dra en aslet om du vill. Okay, let's play this tongue twister and let's see if I can catch the scut.
Vadå?
7 sjökloka sjömän sköttes av 7 sköna sjuksköterskor på det sjunkande skeppet Shanghai.
I gotta put on my headset to hear this. Hear it more properly. What? How do I do this again?
Sju sjökloka sjömän sköttes av 7 sköna sjuksköterskor på det sjunkande skeppet Shanghai. Sju sjökloka sjömän sköttes av 7 sköna sjuksköterskor på det sjunkande skeppet Shanghai.
Sju
sjökloka sjömän
Hochson, Kuhua.
sköttes av 7 sköna
Kote skol.
ปิดควางไฮ
Hwehwe kwang ha. The throat's a hu
Moro.
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 Moro. Moro. Ra en aslet om du var skryta en moro. I can't even pronounce it either. I sound like cheesy. The bugs. Hu ha. Hu ha. Okay. Dran oslet om du vill skita i mora. Skål skita. Ah. Sounds like you are breaking. Oh no. Carry bulk bag. Platte i dus. Platte i dus. Oh, she's chewing on my knee. Ow. Please don't chew on my knee. Ah, she bit me kind of. Astra, that was a little hard. Then again, she had no idea that was my finger, so I can't really blame her. I hear Bong laughing at you. Aww. Have him platte i douce. That's... yeah. For laughing at you, have him platte i douce. She's speaking her native tongue. I love that the native tongue is different 45 minutes away. If you talk in full accent, can you understand each other fully? There was I met somebody who comes from a different region of Vietnam, and she has a really strong accent that even though she was speaking Vietnamese, I did not understand a single word she was saying.
Prette lose.
Prete
Prette lose.
prete nusa.
Prette lose.
Prete nusa.
Moro.
Moro. I can understand Bong. Yeah, for sure I will laugh though.
Prette lose.
Prete dusa. What am I saying? Oh gosh, I have no idea what I'm saying. Carry bulk bag. Oh, wait. Prete dusa. Prete dusa. A lot of people don't understand the Swedes living in the most southern part of Sweden. I do, but I grew up with the dialect since your mom and all relatives are... Ah, I see. It's amazing that people can have such a different You speak the same language, technically, but the accents are so strong that it sounds completely different. It's so interesting. but also Medov Medov Masak Medov Masak Medov Masak. So they're like $2. So the rest of them do sound different. Ah. I think I think sounding different is fine. Oh, whatchamacallit? There is a so apparently if you go from Northern California to Southern California, they can actually recognize Southern Californians can actually recognize NorCal people because of our dialect, and it's also one of the words we say is kind of funny. What Miss Love is teaching you are specific words from one dialect, but some they would talk like that with each other, but not with people outside the region. Oh, yeah. Apparently, we have different accents to the same people from the same state, Northern California versus Southern California, and our usage of words is different. That's what they say. At least that's what it was when I was in high school. Okay, what time is it? Ooh, it's about time to wrap up Kitty Playtime. That was really fun, though. I had a lot of fun. Thanks, Bonky, Nick, Fluffs, and Zetatem. I was feeling kind of, I don't know, conflicted today. And this really cheered me up. Yeah, I'd say most difference in dialects would be like between Cali and Southern US. Yeah, I could see that. I can totally see that. Okay. Yep. Time to wrap things up. I'm gonna spend some more time doing some self-reflection, but that cheered me up. I really needed that. As for, I guess I'll send you over to the City Cats. You haven't said hi to them in a good minute.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Why are you running? Why are you running? It's just time to wrap things up. I'll try to. I'll have another stream Friday. And also I'll try to do games today. I think I'm feeling up to it, but we'll see. And I'll see you all next time. Okay, there's no way I can actually hold this and keep it in the tunnel. Yeah, I wish I could just sit here and chat all day. But it's time to go. I might actually be able to watch a gaming stream today, Tom. Oh yeah? Are you sleeping early and waking up early? Gosh, okay, you know what? Oh, you wake up early. Yeah, I look forward to that. We'll hang out more, chat, and talk about life and how crazy everything is. Things are crazy. But hey, we just live, we move on, we make decisions. And yeah, we just kind of That's life, isn't it? Who knows where life will lead? Alrighty. I'll see you all next. Thanks for hanging out with me and cheering me up, everybody. Quack.